Oh, you should see the weird faces I make when I say hello. They're very, very peculiar. Hello. Happy Friday, everyone. Can you believe that January is almost over? And we are already moving into the second month of 2018. I'm still trying to wrap my head around the fact that 2017 is over. It's scary. Hello. Thanks, guys, for joining. Okay, well, today we have, as you know, another letter. If you are new to the series, we are doing learning letters with me, Gourmet Pens. And disclaimer, I am not a professional calligrapher, but I am a wild weirdo and I love playing with nibs. That sounds really weird, but that is the truth. And today we are doing letter styles with the letter O. And what I was preparing for this beforehand, and I realized that I'm really bad at the letter O because there's a lot of like fonts, like font styles, calligraphy styles, but I just don't do a whole lot of O's. So I actually had to practice this beforehand to like nail down some letters. So let us hope that they make sense when I am doing them and that they're not horrid. I am on a journey, a calligraphy journey. Most of the time I write the same things over and over, as you know. That's okay. Okay, so I thought I would start with my favorite O, which is the Old English style. And I find it pairs best with a nice, huge nib. And in this case, it is this. I know, it should be an N. I know, it's... Maybe I'll start doing names when I've run through the whole series. And I'll start doing names, and that'll be fun. We are doing O. This is the O. Wait, the shocked face can be this. And it has an O in it. Oh my goodness. All right. Let us do my Old English O. Okay. I'm probably going to do this a few times because I won't like how it looks. For example, I don't like how it looks here. This is actually completely horrid. Let me try that again. No. It's kind of a tough one because you have to get the curvature correct. I think this one's a little better. I think the issue with this one is I was pulling the top part too far. It's horrid, isn't it? Yes, yeah, it's just a bit. That's okay. We will keep doing them. It's a bit tougher with such a big nib because you have to make sure to give yourself enough space to have a nice complete shape. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should use a different page because that's kind of making it hard to see. Okay, so the Old English style. Oh my God, that's so bad. That's not even a round O. Oh my. Like I said, I am not formally trained at this. This needs to come in further, and they need to connect, and then I use the side of the nib. Okay, so in theory, it's my favorite letter because I like how it looks when someone else executes it properly. And in this case, that someone else is clearly not me. If we try with a smaller nib, it's a little less painful because this is why I recommend the 6mm nib if you're starting out, because you can really see when you make a mistake and you can see how hideous it looks if you don't get it right, so that it helps you to learn the proper letter forms. But see, like in this tiny nib, this is the Lamy Safari 1.1mm nib, like it looks so cute and it doesn't look horrid at all. I mean, at least not compared to this. Now let's try with the, this is, what is this, 2.4? 2.4. Sorry, I just never remember the sizes. If you're wondering what the inks are, the blue-black is Aurora Blue-Black, super creative of me. And this one is Kobe Taisanji Yellow. Okay, so that came out a little better because it's a little easier to manage the size without making it look hideous. There we go. All right, That's not too bad. Like, it's not too difficult. I know I made it look hideous at the beginning, but for me, Old English style is one of the most fun styles to practice because there's just, again, it looks so complicated and there's so much going on, but once you nail it, it's just so beautiful. So there's my O, and that's with the Pilot 2.4 millimeter, and this is with the 6.0 millimeter, and this is with the Lamy Safari 1.1 millimeter. Okay. Next style I thought I would do, let me use this one again. So for an unseal, quick question. This is the Peacock Sailor. Isn't it beautiful? Don't you regret not getting one? Yes, you do. I think it's gorgeous. Rhodium trim, tritone knit. Well, it's actually a dual tone, but it's tritone as they call it because it's rhodium gold and then rhodium. And I have a music nib on it, of course. Okay, so unseal. No, wait, unshill. Sorry, I keep saying unseal. I'm learning. This one you need to do in 2 steps. And the key with this one is you need to have like 2 flat ends on this side. Hello, newcomers. We're having fun with letters. Everyone is really quiet. It's because they're all practicing along with me. So there we go. This side needs to be flat. So if we take, what have we done so far? We've done H. We have done E. That was horrible, but let's just go with it. L, and then let's do an O. Hello, look at that. So exciting. So if you haven't figured out why I did not start at the letter A for this alphabet series, then now you know. It's because I wanted to write hello. Okay, you're sitting in a train station. Oh, well, that's kind of fun. I do not miss sitting at the train stations in the Netherlands. That was always really cold or really hot. Okay, next up, we will do a foundational, and which is very, you know what, you're right. It should be like, hello. The foundational, you might think it's similar to the unshill, sorry. But you want to have a rounder look. So let's see if I can do this without making it hideous. So you want to have the nib like directly aligned on the page. There you go. Not too bad. I mean, it came out sort of aesthetically appealing, kind of, a little bit. There we go. Easy peasy for the foundational style. Oh, you know, I'm going to keep this out because I'm going to do a Gothic style. This one, I use the nib at a slight angle. I cannot tell you which angle that is because I am not that good at angles. But you can just kind of play around when you're practicing. Gives a little tail and connect. Now the thing with the Gothic style is it's more squished. So you want to kind of practice with having it together. And from what I recall, it was like something like a nib width of space. So actually this is probably too squished. Let me see if I can do that again. Nib width, okay. Close enough. This is why I'm not a formal calligrapher or amazingly trained, because it's, my theory is like, oh, that's close enough. Okay. Let me think. Yes. So we got that. And then a pretty simple one that you could do with any nib is just like a regular cursive O. So you can over flourish it if you want, like that, or you can make it like a long dragged out O. So this is with the Sailor music nib. You can do so also with, I have the Pilot soft fine nib here, which gives you a similar effect to the music nib in terms of the the line variation. So like here and there you have similar width, but you get finer lines in general. And when I'm playing with O's, I just like to mess around with them. So you can do all sorts of stuff. So if we were to write, let's go up here. This is like a modern calligraphy style, which I often use is hello. Okay, I'll just pull this up a little closer so you can take a look. We have Old English, we have uncial. Here's an uncial hello. These are foundational. This is just a casual, loose, modern, cursive calligraphy thingy. These are Gothic, and again, these are just like a casual, stretched out, modern, loose cursive. These are pretty easy to do. This is just a matter of playing around with your nib. And this is just easy to practice because there's really no standard for it. It's just, you know, you do whatever you want. So I enjoy that. This is not quite dry. We're going to turn the page anyway. Okay, and then another thing you can do is I'm using a 1.1 millimeter stub nib on the Pilot Metropolitan. You can do just like a simple cursive with a little hook on the top, which I always enjoy. And then we can always try out this is going to be like not quite Old English, but like in the Old English style. I'll put it up to the camera shortly because obviously this is extremely tiny. Let me take a look at that. The yellow ink is, no, it's not Aquaman, it's Kobe Taisanji Yellow. And I believe that is number 21. Where's my hello? Okay, let's look at that yellow. The yellow is beautiful. I really like it. It is the kind of yellow that is completely legible. I think it leans a little more towards gold than just yellow. And to be honest, I'm actually not sure what Taisanji is, but Taisanji yellow is very useful if you know what it means. Yeah, great shading, great flow. It's really well behaved, so it's an excellent ink. No complaints here with that. And that kind of wraps up the O. The O is not particularly complicated in that there's not a whole bunch of strokes to create it. And like it's just a few, it's just, for the most part, it's just 2 strokes except for this one. But the thing is that to have a really proper looking O, you have to practice it because to perfect it, it's not that easy to have consistent strokes all the time because as you can see, like these all look slightly different. So it is a work in progress. I need practice too, but that is one of the things I enjoy doing is just practicing. So it works out for me. Yeah, sorry, there's a knock at my door. All right, peeps, that's pretty much it. I hope this has been somewhat useful for you. And if you missed it and you want to see the rest of it, or you just want to tune in later, you can always check us out on YouTube, youtube.com/AndersonPens. And that's it. There's also going to be a blog post which explains which pens I use, so hopefully this will be helpful for you. And thank you for tuning in. We will see you next time. Bye-bye.